I found a pretty cool way to turn any static image like this one that I found from unsplash.com to a layered image so that you can move individual things on the image. So we can see the mouse, you can move it right here. We've got a keyboard, move it somewhere there. Even this picture frame on the shelf. And perhaps you want to move the chair a little bit backwards, so we can move it right there. Here's another example of me walking up the stairs. It's isolated myself, so I can move myself somewhere there, and even down to the bar right here, so I can move it there. Pretty cool, right? I'm going to show you the exact tool that can do all this for you. Okay, it's no secret, but the tool that I used was simply Canva, and they released this brand new feature called Magic Layers. Using Magic Layers, you no longer need Adobe Photoshop or the like to isolate those layers and create images that will enhance your creativity. To give you a quick use case as an example, let's say with this image of me walking up these stairs, I want to put text behind myself, giving it that little pop feel, right? So I'm in front whilst the text and the heading is behind me. So in order to do that, you simply add a text box. I've got my text right here. Then to position, then layers, and you can see all of the individual layers that Magic Layers has detected, right? So right here, I'm simply going to drag and drop it where I want it, so behind myself. So right here, you can see it's updated. And from here, I can drag it where I want, increase it like so, and it's got that cool effect going on. It's quite simple to get started with Canva Magic Layers. Make sure you have a Canva account first. Link will be in the description box below for a 30-day Canva Pro trial if you don't have an account yet. On your Canva homepage, you'll see Magic Layers. Otherwise, click on Create. You'll also see it right there as a quick action. Another way to access Magic Layers is to simply open any design of yours, and let's say we've got a photo or an image here. Click once and then you'll see an edit option. This will bring up your range of tools. You'll then see Magic Layers. Click the tool once. It's going to ask you to select media. You'll see all your uploads. What you're going to want to do is select an image that you've already uploaded, or you can upload a new one right here. I'm going to head to unsplash.com, find an image to play around with. I'm going to look through this image gallery and see which one we can play around with. Let's try this one right here where there are multiple items on the table. I'm going to click on download. I've uploaded the image. You can see it right here. Then all you need to do is click it. You may run into an issue like I did where the image size has exceeded the limit. So if I click once, you'll see the image exceeds the size limit for this action. All you need to do is resize it to continue. If you do come across that issue with the image size, all you need to do is head to your projects, go to uploads. This is the image that I just uploaded. Open it up in editor. Then what you're going to want to do is click on resize, then to custom size. You can see the current size. It's really big, and this is more for print, right? We don't need it that big, especially digitally. So what we're going to do is make sure we lock the aspect ratio first, and then let's say we just want 2000 width, and the height should automatically adjust since we locked it. Then we're going to go and click on copy and resize to make a copy. Then we're going to open that version right there, and you can see that it's right there. Then we click on share, click on download. Then we're going to just save it as a PNG or JPEG. We'll keep all the settings as is, download it, and then we can continue using Magic Layers. So go back to Magic Layers, upload that new image that you just downloaded and resized, and then you'll see that it's open, and Magic Layers is currently doing its job of scanning the image and detecting all of the items on your image. This one will be actually interesting because the table is quite cluttered. I'm going to see what it's going to output. All right, moment of truth here. We've got all of the items. Let's first move the spectacles. Oh, pretty good, without leaving any traces there. And let's see, we've got this plant. Oh yeah, of course, that doesn't have the actual pot, but you can see that we can remove it if we don't want that. Let's see, we've got the laptop, even keeping the shadows there. And we've got this book here and the text. It does have issues with text sometimes if it can't detect it or it's something a little more sophisticated. For instance, with this image here, it did detect the timer on the actual monitor, but it's not at the right angle and perspective. However, it is all editable anyway. So yes, although Canva Magic Layers is a great and useful tool, it's not perfect, just like most other AI tools. To view all the individual layers of your photo, all you need to do just click anywhere on the image, then you'll see the position option. At the top, you'll see layers. That's where you want to go. And then you'll see all of the individual layers that it detected. For instance, if we want to put let's say the paper clips, right? It's already on top anyway of this book, but we can put it under the books, and if we put it there, you can see that it's hidden. We can't see it at all. But if we go back to the layers and drag and drop that particular layer on top, now it's sitting on top right there. And we can drag and drop it, play around with it, and do whatever you want based on your project. So as you can see, using Canva Magic Layers, it enhances your creativity, giving you that flexibility and offering that opportunity to just create what you want based on your imagination without having to know how to use Adobe Photoshop. But there we go, a brand new feature from Canva. Give it a try, let me know your thoughts, and looking forward to sharing the next video with you. Thanks so much for watching.